Greetings, young warriors. Isnib here, and we're going to be looking at a new series starting today. We're going to be playing Grandia. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what Grandia is, it's an old PS1 JRPG that's, I think, is excellent. It's worth doing a video series on. Now, I don't want to say too much about it. I'd rather just talk about it as we get into it. I have a lot of nostalgia for it. I played it quite a lot back in the day when it was released. Must have started several playthroughs of it. Maybe 3 or 4 of those playthroughs getting very far into the game. And only once have I actually completed it. If at all. I literally don't remember. So it's going to be as much an education for me as it is for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, there you go, that looks alright. Okay, Grandia. Now it says 97 and 99 on there. I think originally it was only released in Japan, possibly. So that's probably the 97. And then I think it was released in America and Europe in 99 when I would have got hold of it. So anyway, let's get into it. Now, one cool thing about it is there's a lot of voice acting for the characters, which is very unusual for a PS1 RPG. Anytime there's not voice acting, I'm gonna do some silly narration, try and spice it up a little bit, and I'll just try and offer as much as my thoughts about everything we're seeing and doing as we go along. Now, I do remember parts of it very well, but I am essentially going into this blind, as it were. I've not played it in at least 15 years, maybe more. I really don't remember. Okay, so let's have a little look at the options. Okay, camera, want to keep as it is. Sound mode, stereo, makes sense. And I mean, I don't know whether that will convert over to the YouTube video as stereo. Let me know. Vibration off. Now, vibration on your controller is pretty standard nowadays. All modern controllers have it built in. But I believe the very first vibrating controllers were PS1's DualShock controller, which wasn't included at release of the PS1. It was something that was like released a year or so later, I recall, if I recall correctly. You feel free to drop a comment if you know otherwise. And the other one was the N64's Rumble Pack accessory, which is something you bought separately and you plugged into your controller. Now, at the time, both were perceived as being like a really cool gimmick. Well, maybe not a gimmick as such, like this is the next thing of video games. Everyone's got to have a piece of it. And it has continued throughout. You know, you still have a vibration function built into all modern controllers. Now, I don't like it. I don't want my controller vibrating, regardless of what game I'm playing, from what era, doesn't matter. I don't want a vibrating controller. So thankfully there's an option to turn it off. In all games I play, and all systems, with modern systems, if it's a built-in option, I will turn vibration off. There's no need for it for me. If you feel the same, or if you feel differently, please leave a comment down below, and I'll be interested to hear your opinions. So, there's not much in the way of options. Let's go back. So, typical for your the PlayStation controller, you would expect, it seems that X is select and circle is back. So, we're starting a new game. Let's go for it.